Hello everyone, my name is Cheryl and welcome back to Meta Tarot Readings. Thank you so much to all of my returning subscribers and to all of my new subscribers, welcome. I really appreciate the positive energy, the really cool messages, the comments, the likes, the shares, and yes, most definitely the subscribes. So thank you for vibing with the messages, for vibing with this channel, for confirming also that these messages from Spirit are valid and are genuine to you, and also confirming myself as just the conduit, the channel through which these messages are being shared. So with all of that being said, I have already blessed and cleared the cards and said the appropriate prayers, both for myself and for this healing tarot session. And I am asking again that you receive these messages with the love and with the light with which they are being shared with you. So let's get right into this weekend's energy. I'm going to open with an oracle card pull from the African Goddess Rising deck. I just got this week, so it's the very first time I'm going to be using it. So let's see what messages these beautiful sisters have to share with us. What messages, African goddesses, do you have to share with the general collective for this weekend? Wow. What messages do you have to share with the general collective for this coming weekend? Do you have any more messages to share? Thank you, great goddesses. Thank you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the goddess Iset, surrender. So right away, I'm feeling that some of you, even with my throat, some of you are struggling to speak, to communicate. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Some of you are struggling to communicate, and it's because you're unable to let go. You're unable to surrender, to allow the manifestation, the change that is needed to bring you to the next stage of your life, the next stage of your development. Some of you are struggling right now to let go, and Iset, her energy is encouraging you to surrender. Surrender in the knowledge that what you are surrendering to, what you're opening to, what you're letting go of is for your highest good. What you are calling in. Think about what your greatest desire is, your greatest wish is. Of course, enlightened love, right? There are certain things that might have to happen in order for those things to manifest. And this goddess energy is encouraging you to surrender, to let go. The first card that ought to be shown is Sekhmet, the Wounded Healer. So Sekhmet, the Wounded Healer, number 15, 1 and 5 is 6. For those of you that follow numerology, she comes from the Temple of Warriors. Her element is fire. Her guidance is, heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer among your tribe. Stop pulling your needs last. Her affirmation is, it is safe to put myself first. The second card is Allah, who is the goddess of grief. Her number is 29, 2 and 9 breaking down to an 11. She is from the Temple of Lovers. She is the goddess of grief from Nigeria. She says to give spirit to your grief. Bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. Wow. And the last card that ought to be shown, Azuli Dantor. She represents the etheric cords, the things that bind us, right, to each other, whether we view it for positive or for negative. She is number 27, 2 and 7, breaking down into a 9. She is from Haiti. Her temple is the Lovers. Her element is fire. She fought elbow to elbow with her people during the Haitian Revolution to protect the mothers and the children. She represents the healing of the Dark Mother. Her guidance is, if it isn't wholehearted love, release it. Remember your worth. Wow. General Collective, that's pretty powerful oracle cards to begin this weekend's read with, because it all speaks about letting go. It speaks about surrendering, right? As the overall energy for this weekend. Surrendering what you know no longer serves you, so that you are able to move forward. You are able to ascend, to evolve into the human being, the authentic person that I'm hoping that you want to be. Surrendering means letting go. It means trusting. It means having faith. It means recognizing that the wounded warrior energy spirit is in all of us, male and female. But we have the ability to heal ourselves, but it means that we must not be afraid to grieve. If we need to cry it out, if we need to bawl it out, whatever we need to do to free ourselves emotionally from these cords that bind us, these goddesses are saying, we're here, we're supporting you, male or female, we've got you. But all you have to do is to surrender and to trust. And look, right underneath, this is one of my favorite cards, Mibuya Nahanda, the goddess of radical rebirth. Thank you, Spirit. I feel a lot of you are leaving a situation behind. Maybe you are separating, maybe you are divorcing, maybe you are breaking away from a family, a workplace, or just an old idea or notion or paradigm. But the goddesses are saying, acknowledge the fact that you are the wounded healer and allow yourself to grieve so that you can heal, so that you can transcend. You can release the cords that no longer serve you. So the cords that connect you to your divine self, to your community, to the things that are important, you can establish the connections with things that are meaningful to you in your life, so that you can experience this radical rebirth. So I think the opening oracle cards are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to leave them out because the message is very, very clear here. In order for you to have the new start that you want, thank you, Spirit, you've got to let it go. And that might involve grieving, acknowledging, but also cutting some cords, right? Removing those connections that you know have held you back. Maybe those connections that have become poisoned or have died over time. There are things, General Collective, that need to be cleared in order for you to move through this grief, this separation, this experience that the goddesses are saying that you are currently in. And that it's okay to bawl it out, to cry it out. It's okay not to hold these things in. It is about releasing what no longer serves. It is about moving forward into your best self, finding your best self, General Collective. So again, very powerful opening oracle reading for just the weekend read. I shouldn't say just the weekend read, but it appears that a lot of you are going to be shifting and releasing and letting go of, and I'm going to say clearly, things that have been toxic to your growth. They've just been toxic to who you are, right? So, woohoo, look at this. Sun card flipped right out. That happened for a reason. So I feel some of you got your truth, right? Whatever was hidden in the dark, it came to the light this week. And I feel this is why the oracle card reading is the way that it is. Because you're moving through discovery. Thank you, Spirit. My heart just... I really feel for you. I really feel for you. Whoever I'm talking to right now, whoever is resonating with this, my heart right now, because you got your truth. I feel that the truth is painful, which is why Allah, the Nigerian god of grief, is here to support you, right? And why you are being acknowledged as a wounded healer, as someone who has come through great trials, but you're still standing. And there's still the ability to heal yourself, right? To cut those poisonous cords, those cords that have died or that are holding you, binding you, so that you're able to connect to a higher energy, to a better place, a better state of being. Wow. Please clarify the grief card. It's surrounding a King of Pentacles. Again, switch the genders however it resonates. If it's not surrounding a King of Pentacles energy, then it's surrounding some type of money, some type of real estate endeavor. But when we see the King of Pentacles in a higher vibration, he is the father, he is the stable and financial force that takes care of the family. He takes care of everyone around him. He is dependable, he is reliable, he is a hard worker. In his lowest vibration, of course, he's the opposite of those things. And he appears to be the object of either your grief or maybe someone that you're connected to, right? The Sun card is also the sign of Leo, for those of you that follow astrology. For the King of Pentacles, which is an earth sign, you could be dealing with someone who is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or maybe you have those placements in your own chart, right? But there is some type of grief surrounding this King of Pentacles, and or this wealth or real estate. I'm being drawn to the house, the building, and the background of the card. Yeah. Something has become a burden. Something that either you or maybe this King of Pentacles or the individual you're dealing with, it's become a burden. And I do feel it's related to some type of real estate, because again, I'm drawing to the house that's just in the background behind this King of Pentacles, because the next card that ought to be shown is the Hierophant. And immediately I was drawn to the keys. So I do feel that if you're resonating with this, I mean, you could be going through an actual divorce, right? The home, the marriage, the keys, the covenant, the agreement. This could also be a workplace, right? Could be between a boss and an employee, or maybe two work colleagues. But it appears that some type of cord needs to be cut surrounding an agreement, an arrangement, a covenant. Again, however you're resonating with the Hierophant in this reading, that has become a burden surrounding this King of Pentacles. So I am feeling this King of Pentacles in a lower vibration, because he is the cause of this grief, this sadness. It's this energy that Spirit is saying that you have to have trust in surrendering, right? Now that you have your truth, in order for you to move into a place of healing, right? So that you're able to cut the cords that were binding you to this covenant, this agreement. So it could be a marriage, it could be a partnership of some kind, maybe it's a family dynamic, however it resonates with you, General Collective. But Spirit's encouraging you, the goddesses are encouraging you to move through your grieving process, to move through this separation. Thank you, Spirit. This is centered around some type of separation, so you can have this radical rebirth, so that you can experience a different version of you, a version of you I'm hearing that is more authentic. So I'm feeling that whatever it is that you move through, at least for this week, right? At least for this week, it's brought about a radical change, right? Wounded healer. I feel that there has been a separation. There is a break of some kind, because again, you're being encouraged to surrender the energy, to let it go, to not carry it around as a burden. 10 of Staves, right? Weighing you down, pulling you down, because really that's just another cord, isn't it? And that's how I'm seeing each of these staves, as a cord that needs to be disconnected in order for you to move into or to experience something new. Just have a look. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. So you could be dealing with someone who is an air sign, maybe a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. You could also be dealing with someone who's a narcissist. Maybe you are the narcissist. But with the King of Swords here, right, alongside this King of Pentacles, this is someone who is ruled by cold, hard logic. Look at the look on his face and how he's leaning forward with his sword. It's like if you attempt to say anything, or maybe even the wrong thing, he's not afraid to use that sword on you. And again, you can switch the genders and the energies however it resonates, because a woman can also embody the energy of the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. But I feel as if, General Collective, most of you were dealing with a narcissistic energy, right? And that probably is another reason why this situation for you, whatever it is that you move through this week, has become such a heavy burden. Because the truth is out. At least you know the truth, right? The light has been shone in whatever dark corner it was that you were involved in with this person. And again, I don't say it negatively, because I don't feel any light about this. This is reading is for someone who is going through a separation, or someone who has come through some kind of painful realization about a situation or a relationship or a situationship that they were involved in surrounding a King of Pentacles who is also a King of Swords. Again, switch the genders however it resonates. Whatever this situation is, I do believe this person has proven themselves to be a narcissist. And this person, it appears, if this is you, General Collective, you were definitely in some type of agreement, covenant, partnership with the keys here. Again, it could be the keys to a marriage home, or a home where maybe you cohabit with someone, or maybe even the keys to a business, the keys to a workplace. But this is definitely an energy that spirit, that the goddesses are saying, you have your truth. It's okay to cry it out, yell it out, scream it out. Clearly you have been through an experience with whomever this individual is, and it hasn't been a positive one. You've got your truth. So I feel the goddesses and spirit is saying, now you know, this weekend, are you just going to work to surrender it? To let it go? Or depending on what side of the energetic fence that you're on, are you going to be the one to try to maybe force something with this energy? Try to continue with this energy even after you have your truth? I feel that that's a valid question for some reason for some of you. Again, particularly depending on which side of the energetic fence you're on, right? Some of you might have crossed over to the other side because you thought the grass was greener. Wow. And you found out it was very, very parched, it was dry, and or the grass itself was artificial. Wow. Or that the grass was artificial. So I'm feeling, again, General Collective, if you're resonating with this, If you were in energy that maybe left someone or left a situation, maybe I'm hearing even left a home environment, a home life, to go to be somewhere else, you realize that it was fake astroturf. Oh shit, it was astroturf. It wasn't real grass. There was nothing that was real about it. Thank you, Spirit. Whoa, okay. Please clarify this 10 of Wands. What is this 10 of Wands, Spirit? So again, whatever this burden is that you're carrying around, people are talking about it, right? 8 of Wands. This is fast communication, energy, action, movement. I feel like, again, you're being forced to do something about it. And Spirit's saying, no, don't do anything about it. Spirit is saying, wow. Spirit is saying you need to surrender this. You need to cut the cord. You need to let it go. You need to focus on yourself. Whether this is through meditation, again, whether this is inviting the goddess Allah, her energy, into your process to help you move through whatever stages of grief you need to move through this weekend in order for you to have this radical rebirth. Again, free will, right? You can choose to remain around this narcissistic, materialistic energy. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Spirit sums things up really quickly in good ways, but you can choose to remain around this narcissistic, materialistic energy, or you can choose to surrender and let it go and have a rebirth. Because again, they're showing me the sun. You've got your truth. What is this sudden news? What is this 8 of Wands for the collective? Wow, there you go. 5 of Cups. It's a breakup. Complete regret, disappointment, and remorse surrounding a personal relationship. It's over. It's over. That's why you need to grieve. That's why you need to let it go. Whatever this was, this relationship, this agreement, partnership, companionship I'm even hearing, it's over. I've been saying since the beginning of this reading, it feels as if this weekend some of you are moving through a breakup. Some of you are moving through a separation. And it's because collective, right? You got your truth. And it's weighing heavily on you right now. The news is traveling fast. I feel that everyone involved knows about this, and it has brought great regret and great sadness. And it is surrounding a relationship, some type of covenant, agreement, partnership with a narcissistic King of Swords, who appears to also be a materialistic, lower vibrational King of Pentacles. Some of you, General Collective, made your choice and went with that energy, and I'm seeing the astroturf again. You were made to regret it. The grass was not greener on the other side. Look at this, Page of Swords. You're watching everything. Maybe you're spying on this energy. I feel like I'm talking to the karmic. This is definitely not divine feminine energy, right? I feel that this quite possibly be the other woman. This is the other woman. Wow. Spirit. See, Spirit never fails to surprise me. This is the other woman. She is watching this energy intently. You are. If this is you, General Collective, if you're resonating with this, you're watching, you're taking notes, you're trying to figure out what to do. Spirit's like, yo, you got your truth. You know what the deal is, right? You're in regret, you're in disappointment. No amount of spying is going to bring this individual back, this narcissistic, materialistic energy that you went and created a situation with, right? You wanted those keys. You wanted those keys to whatever door you thought it would open. But clearly those keys open more than you expected, right? Because now there's nothing but regret, there's nothing but remorse surrounding this union, right? Surrounding whatever it was that you became involved in, because now you're the wounded healer. Now you're in pain. Which is why Allah, the goddess of grief, she's like, yeah, you need to let this anger and this pain out. Maybe even all of the trauma that you might have been holding inside of you that caused you to act the way that you did. Because you need to cut these cords. These cords are poisonous. These cords do not serve you. It is time for you to surrender, to let go, so that you can give yourself the opportunity to have this radical rebirth, to be someone different than who or what you were. Because, my friend, didn't work for you, did it? Didn't work for you. And whatever keys, because again I'm drawn to the keys, whatever keys you thought you were going to get access to these special doors to, all of those doors I'm hearing, they've been closed, right? They've been closed. That's why you're spying, that's why you're watching, that's why you're being vigilant, because you're trying to find a way back in. You're trying to find out if there is a way to revive whatever this very clearly toxic situationship, relationship is with this individual. Please clarify the Hierophant. Look at this. Yeah. Clarifying the Hierophant is the Justice card. The decision's been made. It's over. Calm has been called. Justice has already been served in this matter. I mean, I don't even feel that there's that much more to say. Karmic, you're going through a breakup. And you're struggling. And I feel your pain, I do. I do, I'm an empath. I feel your pain. But if you saw the reading that I did before this, Spirit sent you a pretty clear message, okay? And I know now that Spirit was giving you the heads up that from here on in, things might get a little bit tough for you, right? Because there were some decisions that were made, and they were not decisions that were made for anyone, let alone yourself, but for anyone's highest good. And you've discovered that whomever this energy is, this narcissistic, materialistic energy, switch the genders however it resonates, the truth has come out about who they are, or maybe even the truth has come out about you, right? And that's become a burden because everyone's talking about it. And why you're in this place of regret and remorse and sadness. Because you messed up. And justice has been called. Karma has been called, right? So going into this weekend, there are some karmics, male or female, I really don't feel that it matters, that are going through a separation. And they're going through a separation, because their situation didn't work out. What they planned for, what they attempted to achieve, even the words I'm using, because the only cups that are in this reading is the 5 of Cups. Regret, remorse, sadness. So maybe this karmic energy got caught at something. Maybe this karmic energy was cheated on. Maybe whatever they did to get to the position that they were in was done to them. Karma, you never can tell how karma works, right? But with this card, justice has been called, surrounding again whatever relationship, whatever agreement this is or was. Because again, General Collective, it's over. It's over. And Spirit is urging you to leave it, to surrender, to walk away. If you want this new beginning, right? If you want to move through healing, you need to grieve. Grieving means maybe acknowledging your role in your current situation, or maybe just being truthful with the environment that you allowed yourself to be in, or maybe a community, a family, or a friendship circle you allowed yourself to join, right? Because those cords need to be cut. And in order for them to be cut, you need to surrender and trust the process, right? So that you're able to come into this radical rebirth that Spirit is promising for you. Promises for all of us. We've just got to find the strength to not be afraid, to move through the process, to find our healing, to surrender, and to let go. So General Collective, I'm going to leave the weekend reading there. I really hope it makes sense to you and that it brings you a sense of healing, a sense of peace. And yes, particularly if you are the karmic energy that is moving through this separation, surrender and trust. Go through the process. Heal yourself so that you can have this radical rebirth. You can let go of this situation and become, hopefully, the higher vibing human being that you are destined to be. I am sending you all the genuine love and light. Namaste.